Hello beautiful people, and welcome to our new video. Let us inquire today together, as always, and find out what is the right relationship with money. I know to everyone this is a very interesting idea to talk about. Now let us dive in. Now, as you all wondered, what is the right relationship with money? First thing that we have to ask ourselves, do we have a relationship with money, with things, or with people? If we cannot have a relationship with money, then what is the right attitude towards the money? Before we answer this question, we have to always, as always, observe, watch, and see what is happening outside and inside of us. For start, let us talk about that what we see. The whole life that you have, your brain is actively working, constantly recording and storing information. Then happens the reaction inside of us to that which was watched outside. Then comes the thought, then comes the division to observer and the observed. Now what does that have any relationship with money? It has everything. Have you ever wondered, is it possible, even just for a minute, to completely silence your brain without constantly jibber-jabbing, talking inside? Is it possible? Can you do it? As soon as you ask that question, there's a small voice inside your head that says, how can I do that? Is that even possible? Now that is the first step to realizing that we are constantly talking inside of our head, talking with us, then with everyone else. We are never silent. There is so little space in our head. It's always occupation. From the moment that we wake up, we are occupied. First we have to wash, and then we have to think what to do next. While we are doing, we are not present. We are not in presence with that. We are thinking of something else, what to do. Or the brain just starts to thinking about something interesting that he watched last night. Or is it, if you have problems, then it's all constantly occupied with the problems that it have. And there's the new technology also, computers, smartphones. As soon as you stop doing something really that you're doing, you occupy yourself with something else. And that something else, playing with a mobile phone, listening to music. But even while you're listening to the music, there is always that thinking inside your brain. Your brain is never silent. So it goes throughout the day. Maybe you go to a work and you come back home from work and you start to jibber-jabbing again. You are listening to your wife or your man and you're not really listening to them. You're not really watching to them. You are occupied with something inside your head. You are occupied on what next you will say to them. You are never really here. While you're on your work, while you're doing something, you are constantly thinking about something else. Constantly brain is working. If you see something beautiful, your brain will say it's beautiful, it's nice, it's bad. It will never be silence and just watch and observe. Now you may say, there's a time when the brain is not active, when I sleep. Wrong. When you are all the time occupied, all the day long, especially if you have problems, then you are thinking compulsively, you cannot stop. And when you go to sleep, what happens? You are thinking it again. Have you ever had a long journey where you drive for hours and hours and hours and watching a road? And then you go to sleep and close your eyes, and what do you see? The road again. Your brain is again processing that information, trying to stop everything, but there is no silence inside of you. So how can we silence our brain, even for a second? Is it possible to do it? First, watch, observe, ask this question yourself. Realize that the voice that's starting to speak is also you, the part of you. Then you have to watch it, observe completely, and shut them out. Soon the voices will stop. But then comes another problem. Boredom, fear. Most of us are not used to be with ourselves. We are constantly in a fear. Now stay with that fear. Stay with that boredom. Observe it. Watch it completely. And maybe you will find an answer. Is it possible to completely silence your brain? You cannot get an answer from me or anyone else. There is no technique. Every technique that you do is limited. I've tried it for myself. Sitting on one place for hours, and it has only a limited thing. While you are doing it, you are silenced. As soon as you stop, the brain comes back again. You are not watching yourself. You are not observing everything without wanting to change. You are back in a loop. So maybe you stop it for a moment or two, but it isn't really a silence. You have to watch, develop the skill of observation. We are talking and inquiring about that in every video together. Watch everything closely that is happening around you and inside you. Now, let us back to that question from the beginning. What is the right relationship with money? What is the right mindset to have with money? Same as everything. Do not get occupied by it. Money in your hand is good, but money in your head is occupation, and that is bad for you and everyone around you. Thank you one more for watching. If you want to do more inquiries, there will be more videos here and here. You can watch them and do more inquiries. And what is most important, you have to now watch yourself. Realize and observe without wanting to change anything. Thank you one more. Stay healthy, and infinite love to all of you people.